Bomb. Look at this, it just came out. John Kirwan warns NZ Rugby, because if nothing is clarified and becomes a distraction for the team, it could cost the World Cup for All Blacks. On the channel and receive the next first-hand updates on the disbursement of this matter. Sir John Kirwan says the All Blacks' chances of winning the World Cup will evaporate if NZ Rugby fails to provide clarity on the application process for the post of manager after 2023. Former All Blacks winger Kirwan, speaking on Sky Sports The Breakdown program, challenged NZ Rugby to be upfront with details so the All Blacks are not distracted ahead of the World Cup in France later this year. NZ Rugby has so far not provided any information on the matter. It is not yet clear when it will invite applicants to apply for the post. Current coach Ian Foster's contract expires after the global tournament in France. While Crusaders manager Scott Robertson has confirmed he is interested, it is unclear whether Foster intends to take on the role he has held since replacing Sir Steve Hansen after the 2019 World Cup in Japan. Jamie Joseph, currently coaching Japan, should also be on the list. One of Foster's assistants, Joe Schmidt, who coached Ireland between 2013 and 2019, remains a wildcard. Schmidt could potentially want to be considered for the role, or he could go with Foster. In the past, NZ Rugby has waited until after the World Cup to go on the market. But with the likes of Robertson certainly being sought after by offshore parties, be it international teams or clubs, NZ Rugby may want to make a decision before the tournament is played. Fiji, who parted ways with coach Vern Cotter in January, has already sounded out Robertson about working with him during the World Cup. Kirwan said he had 5 questions for NZ Rugby. "What is the recommendation and who made it?" said Kirwan. "So is it before the World Cup or after? Who is picking the new coach? And I have parenthesis, just go and ask Wayne Smith to do that. The decision they make will affect the players, and the players have already come out and said, yeah, it's a distraction. What if it's a distraction? Can we win the World Cup? And my answer is no. Last and greatest, are we actually on the same waka?" All Blacks captain Sam Cane has already confirmed that he does not want the saga to be a distraction for the team ahead of the World Cup. Earlier this month, Robertson said NZ Rugby were on the verge of making a decision on the lawsuit, before NZ Rugby issued a statement saying that was not the case. NZ Rugby CEO Mark Robinson, who is expected to lead the quest to appoint a coach, remained tight-lipped. Kirwan also pressed NZ Rugby chair Dame Patsy Reddy, who replaced Stuart Mitchell on the 31st of January, to ensure all parties were in line. "I think one of his biggest jobs is to make sure we're all on the same path to winning the World Cup," said Kirwan. "Because I just don't feel like we're in the moment." Kirwan believed that NZ Rugby would seek applications for the post after the World Cup. He also stated that if he were in Foster's shoes he would tell NZ Rugby to wait until after the World Cup for him to decide whether he wanted to apply. "If I were Ian Foster I would just come out and say, if I win the World Cup I would like to get back on my feet. Well, in your opinion, should the new All Black coach be announced now or after the Cup? Can we win the Cup with so many uncertainties? Talk in the comments and don't forget to leave your like, so you'll receive more news exclusively. Thanks for watching, see you next time.